orange and no, the blue. Hey guys, it's Clint from Basement Utopia 3000. Now, I'm a huge Punisher fan, and all I'm gonna say is I bought some Punisher comics recently. One of them's a 5 limited series, and the other two are one-shots. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with comics, one-shots are specific. Uh, Literally, all they do is they tell a complete story in one comic. They're a lot of fun, and I personally like the artwork. Now this right here is Punisher Max Tiny Ugly World. Right here. Now the artwork on this is something I'm really a big fan of. The artwork, what they'll do is they'll take a picture of this guy and ink over it. Which by inking it means color over it and do all shadowing and everything. So it's a real guy, but he's been comic booked. I would love that. I would just love to meet this guy because he's been doing these comics for a while. But Tiny Ugly World, this, I'm going to ruin the story just because I loved it so much. This one was about a serial killer that did encounter the Punisher. And at the end of it, he did want to join him, and the Punisher ended up shooting him in the head, trying to stop him from killing an innocent girl. It was an awesome, awesome storyline, definitely worth picking up. And I know that was a simplification of the entire storyline. The guy was kind of a pervert in the story. He kept his penis and balls in a glass jar, and I think it was pickled. Yeah, Crazy Tiny Ugly World is right. Next one is out of the two Punisher one-shots I'm showing you, I'm ex-military. I love anything that has to do with current military and like old military buddies. This one was my favorite out of the two one-shots I did get the other day. It's another Punisher Max, and it's called, I forgot, Hot Rods of Death. You know, I forgot the title, but I can tell you exactly what it's about. And if you are military and you like Brotherhood as much as I did when I was in the military, pick this up. Hot Rods of Death was definitely worth my time in the read. It had a Frank helps out an old Marine buddy. It was an awesome storyline. It just blew me away on how much military sentiment was in that. That was awesome. Now, this one is the creme de la creme of this episode. It is another Punisher. Yes, I am a huge Punisher fanatic. This series was called In Blood. The artwork for the first comic in this series was amazing. That's why I picked it up. I loved it. And all I gotta say is there's a new Punisher for you guys that are into the Punisher like me. It's coming out next month. It's gonna be awesome. It's a complete redo from comic 1 on. It's just, I'm so psyched for this. It's gonna be amazing. And you know, this right here, for those of you who don't follow comics and you want to get into them, this is definitely worth picking up if you're into the Punisher like me, because this explains Jigsaw, Microchip. This explains a lot of the people the Punisher's been dealing with over the years. Jigsaw was in there. He was the main bad guy yet again, but the new twist is Jigsaw had a son that the Punisher took under his wing, and when Microchip left, the kid became the Punisher's new assistant, pretty much. Like handyman, guy that gets the guns, does the hacking, finds out the info. Awesome, awesome series. Definitely worth picking up. I loved it. And you know what? I'm just going to show you all the artwork on these because I loved it. This was number 2. This one was awesome. Not very much violence in the second one from what I can remember. The third one, this one stood out. Had the most violence, the most blood and guts, and it was just purely awesome. I'm saying that a lot. I'm from California, forgive me, and you know, people are going to be like, well, you're from California, that doesn't matter. Oh well. You can see Jigsaw in this one. They did an overhaul on him. This is him right here. Oh, you can't see it because of the light. Hold on, let me tilt it a bit. No, but this was Punisher. This was the number 4. This was awesome. Oh yeah, they bring back, or you think they bring back, the Punisher's wife in it, and it shows you a psychological aspect to it that they never really explore with Frank Castle. And the main reason I loved this was at the end of this, which was in book 5, the kid did end up betraying Punisher. Jigsaw's kid did, and you know what? At the beginning of it, it was his birthday. He got a gift from his mom, and at the end of this, kid ends up living, redeems himself in the Punisher's eyes. Punisher lets him live, so I think that counts as redeeming. And the end of this, the present the kid got at the beginning of the story was really important to him. He thought it was from his mom. It was a really thoughtful gift. At the end of it, the kid asks his mom, "So where'd you get the present?" And she told him that she didn't get the present, no, for the kid. And he realizes that Frank got it for him. And it outlines something you never see in comics, movies, or anything. That even though these people are superheroes, they're anti-heroes, whatever classification you want to use, mutants, it added a human side almost to the Punisher, and it was really, really amazing for me to read that, and I loved the characters in that book, well, in that series, and I'm definitely going to be picking up the new one when it comes out. I can't stress enough on Moon Knight. Moon Knight's awesome. And Captain America. Captain America, when the movie comes out, be looking for some new comics right before or right after that movie comes out. Because rumor is they're going to be starting a whole new series. With Fear itself, they mentioned briefly that the new Captain America was charged with treason. I'm not really sure where they're going to go with that, but it's definitely looking like it's going to be an amazing, amazing book. And, well, my mistake. It's the new Captain America is going to be an amazing series. And, you know, I'm looking forward to it more than the next guy. Anybody that uses guns, I love it. I'm like I said, I'm military. I absolutely love gunpowder. And you know what? That's it for today. I'm also a huge Star Wars nut, and I just got some Legacies in. And I'm going to be sharing those with you guys real soon. Alright? Peace. This has been Clinton Hill from Basement Utopia 3000.